I'm not like a mainstream guy. That's why I'm an outsider. And but I know there are a lot of people who are outsiders too. And the only person they have to look up to at this point is Lady Gaga, and she is the best outsider. And I don't know how you can be a superstar, an international, global, interstellar superstar, and an outsider. But she kind of is, and she does it. I guess it's through being honest constantly and forcing and living through the pain, which is what she talks about with Oprah. It's just a fascinating story. You know, you work through the pain of all of the stuff, the pain of fame, the pain of everything, to maintain your honesty and integrity, and that's just what a big part of being an outsider is. It's being so true to yourself that you don't have room in your heart for fake phoniness and phony people, and you won't tolerate fake and phony because it's bad for the planet, it's bad for everything. I'm starting to get the swing of things. I think it's my fourth or fifth week here in Vietnam, and it takes a while to get in sync with everything. But I also can tell you, it's taken a while for me. All this extra walking and eating great local, fruits and vegetables. What you see in the streets here, unlike North America, all along the streets, everywhere you go, are fruits and vegetables. Fresh. It's not farmer's market on Thursday. It's every damn day, and people are on their mopeds, but delivering. See that? See that? Delivering stuff, fruits and vegetables all day long. So it's constantly. And then right here, and then over there, this is people having tables out in the streets. They're drying their own chilies. They're harvesting. So it's not the weirdo farmers or some weird hippie people drying vegetables to use later. They are. Look, it must be the chili peppers are in season. They buy them in the bag, maybe from the local market, and then they dry them themselves, and then they use them for everything, all their soup and everything. So it's absolutely delicious. But I wanted to say that today I've always been drawn to the Southeast Asia, just all the time. The culture, the paintings, the scrolls, the prints, everything about it, the food, just the way things are done here. It's fascinating to me. And it's exotic also. So, but the reason I came to Vietnam, the primary reason was to get me out of my slump, get me out of my dumpy place where I was living. I mean, it was fixed. I fixed it up. It was not that dumpy, but didn't like the people around me. It was a neighborhood in transition, and now it's transitioned. There's a Trader Joe's going up right down the street. But the reason I got out was because I am susceptible to. I can get depressed easily. I'm vulnerable to eating, In-N-Out burgers and French fries to soothe myself from the pain and suffering of life. And chips are just a walk across the street to the Safeway grocery store, a bag of chips and a 6-pack of beer. I mean, that would be good. And that's just, you know what that is? Inflammation City is what that is. So anyways, it's been 4 weeks, and I was walking. And I'm learning to walk again because I had a leg injury. That's part of my good excuse. I had a leg injury and I had to stay off my feet for a while. So then, you know what happens when you stay off your feet for a while? Then you get atrophy, which is, you ever walk for a while, now your muscles are weak, now it feels hard to walk. So anyways, I figured I'm gonna go to Vietnam. And because I'm in Vietnam, I'm going to want to see things, and it's going to motivate me to get off the bed, out of the house, and go out and walk and see and explore things. And that's exactly what's happened. And then all the fruits and vegetables, as I said, are here. The food is delicious and reasonably priced. Anyway, so today I wanted to just say it's working. It's working. It's working. I'm beginning to be able to walk normally again. I had a limp because the one knee was sore. I'm about 100 pounds overweight. But even with that, maybe I've lost 10 pounds. But I'm eating a lot of food. But what I'm eating is fresh. The limp has gone away. I'm working on it. I'm going up steps more. I was suffering. I sweat and I suffer and I walk. And I'm just like, the more I suffer now walking and getting out and going, the less suffering I'll do later. So suffer now, not suffer later. I'd rather suffer now out doing things than suffering later in bed. Like, I can't go anywhere. I can't walk. I can't move. It's being pathetic. I would normally edit out those sounds, but apparently everyone likes this natural sound thing. So I'm not going to edit out anything. This is going to get straight. Not even an intro on this baby. This baby's going straight up. Okay, uh, so the two things I'm doing here is not trying to, doing, walk more and eat better, more nutritious foods. And so what I was about to say is that I'm beginning to walk like a normal person. Hello. I'm beginning to walk like a normal person. And it still takes work. I still have to say to myself, heel toe, and like don't limp, and then like focus, nice balance. Don't act like you get used to hobbling, and then you just feel like your comfort zone is to hobble. You don't have to keep on hobbling. My goal right now is to maintain 500 steps, an average of 5,000 steps a day, which I'm now, with these last couple of days, bringing up my totals to around 500. So I go over a couple of days for the days that I just rest. But some days you just have to rest. But still, for the overall week, I'm going for the 5,000. 5,000 a day average for the week. And I'm hitting that mark. And I will build up to the 10,000. And then that's when you can start intermittent fasting, but you can't do all this stuff all at once. You don't just all of a sudden intermittent fast and then start walking. I have to take care of the injuries that I have presently. I still haven't healed from all the injuries I had coming from the United States. And so I have to get those things healed up before I start traumatizing my body with more over walking or getting blisters or something. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for me for today. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get more than just 5 viewers per video. They say it takes years. We'll see. The other thing they say is that it's a lifestyle. You just do it because you're doing it, and eventually it'll make sense. And like Colonel Sanders says, I'm not doing this. It's not, everything's not all about money. I'm trying to help the people, share my stories. I got a lot of colorful stories to tell. I'm 63, a 63-year-old man. The other thing I realized, I was talking on the video the other day, like an outsider, who wants to be an outsider? Being an I say outsider influencer. It's nothing to wave a big flag about. I'm not saying it's the greatest thing in the world. I can tell you, I realized today, I can tell you why I'm an outsider. I don't like half the crap that people like. I don't like I would rather go to a hot springs and soak. I don't want to go on a hang on a hang glide or hang on a string or what those people do. And I don't like sports games. I'm out. I don't really play digital games. I'm not like a mainstream guy. That's why I'm an outsider. And but I know there are a lot of people who are outsiders too. And the only person they have to look up to at this point is Lady Gaga, and she is the best outsider. And I don't know how you can be a superstar, an international, global, interstellar superstar, and an outsider. But she kind of is, and she does it. But I guess it's through being honest constantly and forcing and living through the pain, which is what she talks about with Oprah. It's just a fascinating story. You work through the pain of all of the stuff, the pain of fame, the pain of everything, to maintain your honesty and integrity. And that's what a big part of being an outsider is being so true to yourself that you don't have room in your heart for fake phoniness and phony people, and you won't tolerate fake and phony because it's bad for the planet. It's bad for everything. It's bad for community. We have to build community. We have to be forgiving of ourselves first and take care of ourselves first so that we can be giving to other people. And that's the whole outsider thing.